All right. Week 31. Keep that real estate train rolling. What's up, Will?
I want to know, because we're also doing a little bit of credit ourselves, how users who want sale leasebacks think they can get a lower cap rate than what a lending institution would give them for a loan.
Oh, I know.
Yeah?
A broker told them.
If you have a company that wants to do a leaseback and their financials are bleep, please do not propose a 7 cap ever.
Yeah.
Because if they go get an
unless
SBA,
they give you the real estate at a fair price.
Yeah, sure.
Because they're going to fail anyways.
Yeah. Like, we've been seeing these deals and financials on building companies are blah. And they're like, I want a 7 cap. It's like, dog, you have interest already on your assets. Business, we're building like north of 10. SBA is floating. What do you think?
But Will, I'm just not going to do a deal unless it's, it's good for me. It's got to be good for both parties,
Sure.
Like me screwing you is good for both parties.
Real estate just goes up, everybody. It always goes up.
The person we're thinking about in particular, I don't think he makes it to the closing table before he BKs.
That's very aggressive. I gave him about 18 months. But you also know that business better than I do in terms of industries and all that.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's just crazy.
Will's very dejected this morning.
I also slept like crap last night.
Well,
I didn't sleep well. And it's weird because my kids are not in town and I didn't sleep well.
That is weird.
Strange. Okay, let's go. Enough about us.
Initial jobless claims this week, 233,000. Previous was 235. Pending home sales is out this month. Let's remind everybody what this is. Pending home sales index is an index created by the National Association of Realtors that tracks home sales where a contract is signed but the transaction is not closed yet. It's a leading indicator of future existing home sales. Typically, it takes 4 to 8 weeks to close a home sale after signing the contract. The forecast is up 1%. The previous was down 2.1%. So, anyways, okay, back to your story, Will. Sorry.
I saw the Sands Investments guys in Austin this week, and Thomas was a couple pops, and he was like, Jeff Mercer, I met him at your Christmas party, and he called me a realtor the entire time. Like, it really emphasizing, and like Thomas knew he was playing with them, and Jeff was playing. It was like this whole, but like Thomas brought it up like 2 or 3 times throughout the night.
I always wanted to do this, but no one ever bought into it at Mercer Company. But whoever was the lowest on the sales sheet for the month had to get an R realtor pin and wear it on their suit for the month.
That's funny. That's funny. You have to go get him. That's too much. Oh, that's good.
That was the prize for last place.
That's
you
good.
Become a realtor.
Realtor. He was calling Tommy a realtor.
Yeah.
I was dying, man.
The Fed speaks on Wednesday at 2:30, so that'll be interesting. Seems like everybody thinks we're going to get a rate cut. I don't know. Treasuries seem to reflect it. The U.S. debt clock. I wasn't wrong last week. We clipped off $49 billion in debt last week.
49 large?
It was 48 the week before, and I was like, did I screw up and like not copy my numbers right on my table? But nope. And the federal debt to GDP went up like 20 bips.
Which third world dictator are we financing now?
Dude, our caloric intake knows no bounds. We need to go on the debt fast, like old Jay Mercer said. So Jay Mersace said it.
A lot of Mersace this week.
A lot of Mersace. Big episode. Got a lot of feedback on that one. So the Dow closed out at 40,589, up 302 points. I mean, just keep going up, right?
Yeah.
That's something that just keeps going up.
Yeah.
The S&P closed out at 54.59, down 46 points. The NASDAQ 17,357, down 369 points. And crude was down $1.37 a barrel. The 5-year is down to 4.082, and the 10-year is down to 4.2. SOFR's pretty much the same. So let's look at them real estate stocks. All right. The 1 week performance, real estate services. Them realtors are getting out there making some money for them shareholders.
Good.
REIT healthcare second, REIT diversified third. Industrials down at the bottom last week. The 1 month performance, though, REIT services is leading the way. REIT diversified second. REIT office is third. Pump and dump. Pump and dump. REIT industrial is in sixth place.
Damn.
REIT development in fifth. So now we're on to the term of the week.
What is the term?
Again, from this list I'm pulling from. And if anybody has terms, please send them in. Like I feel like we're
exhausting.
We're exhausting our terms. Like I need some more.
We need some more ammo.
Yeah.
Looking at you capital markets guys.
Yeah. You guys have like just a think tank of people coming up with terms.
If you're coming from the alphabet companies, please send us terms. And let us know if you'd like us to shout you out.
We will.
We totally will.
Give you them props.
Yeah.
This comes again from our lists from Strip Mall Guy via Rich Young. For sale by owner is for sale by ego. So this is very true. I had someone story time. Children gather round. I had a guy in Brook Hollow. I sold him a building. And he was in his existing building in Brook Hollow, and he bought this new building and kept telling me he was going to give me the listing. I was like, hey, just I'm not ready to move into my new building yet. As we get closer, we'll do that. Kept following up with him. And then I walk in one day, and he goes, you know, man, I sold it to my buddy, and just a good deal, and didn't have to pay a realtor fee. I go, oh, yeah, what'd you sell it for? And he gave me the number, and I was like, well, you left about $350,000 on the table. I hope it was worth saving that realtor fee, So,
and that's net of your fee at that point? 300,000?
No, I mean, my fee would have been like 70 on it.
Oh, so you would have, what an idiot.
Yeah. I was like, and the guy he sold it to, I'm like, that guy's a sophisticated real estate investor. He totally got you.
Yeah.
Like I know that guy. He owns several buildings down here.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oops.
Oh, well. Not a lot in news this week that I thought was worth talking about. But this was kind of interesting.
Did you know that Neiman Marcus is selling?
Like the company?
Mm-hmm.
To who?
A partnership between Saks and Amazon.
Oh, more conglomeration.
Yeah. That was in the Dallas Business Journal recently. It's kind of sad.
So mixed use is on tap for Southern Dallas town known as Logistics Hub. So I'll tell you what's really funny about this. Listen to this.
Yeah.
If this is correct. Small suburb south of Dallas could soon be the home to 69 acres of mixed use development with hundreds of apartments.
Ooh.
So Wilmer, a developer, has plans to include 864 apartments, 70 townhomes, a small hotel, and 78,000 square foot of retail and about 142,000 square feet of office and warehouse. And then 18 single family homes. Like 18 homes.
This is like a random number.
Yeah. It's like 18 is like.
Pull it out.
Like, who's like, this would be interesting because there's nothing down there.
I'm just trying to think about, like, where is that going in at?
Located on the east side of the Interstate 45 north of Beltline Road.
Okay. They're putting in a ton of houses off of Beltline right now. On the east side. I think either one of the big groups is putting in a Lennar. I don't know.
The unnamed development is just the latest project plan for Wilmer, which describes itself as America's logistics hub. The town of 6,000 people has seen enormous growth over the years, with the UP choosing the area for its global intermodal facility. Also home to several Fortune 500 companies as logistics tenants, including Unilever, Procter & Gamble, Whirlpool, Medline, Ace Hardware. I just thought it was funny that they're just putting in 18 homes. Heinz has a 420,000 square foot spec warehouse going up. Man.
I did a lot of insurance down there at one point. And it was always big buildings, and it was always nice. Easy.
I bet.
Get a 300,000 footer.
Yeah, it's all brand new.
Brand new tilt wall. ESFR. Underwriter insurance company's like, ooh, give me that.
Yeah, it's easy.
Easy, super.
Man, that's really all I got for news that I thought was worth it.
Interest rates. They're talking about how they might go down.
Yeah,
we're kind of confused. Remember we were talking about that this morning? We're like, we don't really know. It doesn't feel like anybody knows where inflation is and like the whole bag of goods.
I don't know. Nothing happens till something happens.
Well, Dylan and I met with a seller in Central Texas, and this husband and wife, they brought up a really good point. Regardless if you're voting for the D's or the R's, that point is relevant. But the larger point is, in a year like this year specifically, there's lots of just unknown. And so as soon as that occurs, people can kind of like fix baseline. Okay, great. This is the goods we have to deal with for 4 years.
Well,
and I was like,
I mean, that's always what happens in an election year. You know, people. I remember when Obama was getting elected, people told me that, if he got elected, they'd just shut their business down.
That's so dumb.
Because there's just no way to move on. I was like, okay, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm sure the election will. I just think if they lower interest rates, they're just going to shoot home prices up. People are going to hold firmer on their home price now. Like, so does it do anything?
Home prices, at least in my neighborhood, you're probably in the same. They're not going down; they're going up.
Oh,
somebody in my neighborhood listed like 20% above where the last comp was at this weekend. I was like, "Hey, that's nice, but
I hope you get it.
I hope you get it." But it's just you'd think it'd go down a little bit, at least hold flat.
So, well, we'll see. But here's something I wanted to talk about. We were talking the other day how we just are so jazzed up every day to come to work. Like, we love doing this, and
it's fun.
I think it's awesome. And
are you making a confession right now or something?
No. I sent this to you the other day. I watched that. I think it's called Owning Manhattan or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't respond.
Did you see it though?
I know what it is. I haven't watched it.
Did you see what I sent you though?
No.
Oh, you didn't look at it.
I didn't. Oh, I thought you were sending it to me as in like, oh yeah, I'm watching this. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
No. It's pretty. It's a reality show about Ryan Serhant.
He's an animal, that guy.
Yeah, he's an animal real estate bro. He has a $250 million listing.
Damn.
Like, anyways, he opened his own company called Serhant. That's who Bob Knackel used him to sell his house.
Okay, yeah. That would make sense.
Or sell his apartment,
They're cut from the same cloth.
And anyways, it's it's kind of quirky. You can obviously tell there's some storylines they bake into it, but it's kind of interesting to watch. It's kind of cool to see these apartments in New York City, and me and my wife just kind of watched it, waiting. I'm just waiting for football season to start. And anyways, we got to the end of it, and the end of it, he's having his little anniversary party, and then he, this is obviously totally staged, but he gets this listing called out to in the middle of his party, and it's a massive, like they sell the whole building, But they're kind of going back and forth between him going to that and then him just kind of doing a monologue at the end of it, kind of summing it all up. And I thought this was really cool what he said. Like it kind of summed it up for me a lot on why we do this stuff. And he was talking about, he said, selling real estate in New York City has the highest highs and the lowest lows. And I was like, I think that's commercial real estate, and he said, but what makes him get up every morning and just run to work is the fact that the greatest deal he has ever done, he hasn't done it yet.
Yes.
And so
yes.
I was like,
yes.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's why I sent it to you. I was like, man, like that's kind of it. It's like, we've done some great deals, but man, we ain't done.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So
it was a little slow around here this morning. I needed that.
Yeah. So I think that's something to think about whenever you're like, oh, it's 100 degrees outside and I don't want to go make cold calls and, or it's Friday afternoon at 12 and you're like, oh, it's time to go golf. Like,
no, it's not.
No, it's not. It's, remember, someone else isn't doing that. So
that guy Will's calling me at 8:45 on a Friday morning.
I don't think we leave the office till 6 o'clock on Fridays usually.
Many, unless some of our kids have something going on.
Right.
But no, I mean.
But I thought that was really cool, and I was like, that's a good way to think about this. The greatest deal I've ever done, I haven't even done it yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's out there. Every day I come in, that could be it.
Well, I've been saying this for years now. Like, we've been whale hunting.
Yeah.
We keep missing.
Yeah.
We're going to harpoon one of those suckers.
We're going to get one.
It's coming.
Yeah.
I don't know when.
It might be 25. It might be 24. You never know.
You don't know.
But if you're out there taking them shots, you'll eventually hit one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, that's good.
So
that was good.
Yeah, that was just something fun watching that show, and congrats to that guy on all of his success, man. He's got a bazillion agents. Now residential's a little different, but yeah, no, New York real estate, pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
our insurance broker, Taylor, used to be a residential guy in New York.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I mean, dude, those things,
he used to do pretty good.
You gotta have a pretty high, I bet the average listing for an apartment's $3 million.
Oh yeah.
And that's like a listing around there.
He told me, he's like, he sold some stuff to some very, I'm not going to use the name, but we had lunch and he was sharing. I was like, oh my goodness, those are like big time people.
Yeah. No, they had on this deal, they have one guy who's shopping for a house and he just has an attorney doing it.
Oh my
So like
gosh.
they don't even know who it is, but some family from California and this attorney's just doing it. So the buyer's broker's taking the attorney around, and
so the family's not even going to know what they're really getting into.
He's just kind of,
Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous.
Their budget was like 10 million or 5 million, and but their wish list was so deep.
It's impossible
The broker took him to a $22 million deal and was like, "This has everything you want, but it's $22 million."
Yeah,
and I think they ended up doing it.
Oh my!
They got it for like 20.
Must be nice. Oh my goodness! No, that's it's out there. The next deal's out there. So
it is. So remember, the greatest deal you've ever done, you haven't done it yet.
It's true.
I like that. So,
do you have any listings you want to mention?
Sure. 3450 Bethlehem.
Yep.
In Fort Worth, 26,000 feet on 3.5 acres.
Yep.
Todd Hubbard and David Gwynn are going to be working on that for us together. They're teaming up on it.
Available immediately.
Also, we just went firm on a property in Carrollton, so I'll tell everybody about it. 1916 Old Denton Road, 18,000 feet on 2.5 acres.
Yep.
So give Rich Young and Chris Kelly a call about that.
Closing down on that's a little floating.
Yeah.
There's some details there, but
we will be hitting CoStar here pretty soon with both of these. Additionally, we are going to take a property of ours and carve it up and sell it to users.
Yes.
On Parkside and Irving. So we will have some 5,000-foot buildings for sale if you got a buyer. Jack Mercer with Mercer Company and Chase Miller are going to be running point on that. Jack will be running leasing and sales, and Chase will be overseeing sales with Jack. So if you got a user that wants to buy a building that's 5,000 feet, we're going to have like 8 of them.
Yep.
So
they're like little shotgun cans.
Yep. But we're going to condo them out and sell them off. So we're starting to work on that this afternoon.
Elmer.
We've got 1230 South J. Elmer Freeway, 7 acres, truckload carrier type site, iOS, fenced, paved, lit, 11,000 feet of office.
Yep.
We'll build a building on it for you. This is in Cedar Hill, right next to Clarion's new development. Give Bo Puckett or Caleb McCoy a call. But we'd love to get a deal done there.
Yep.
Working a couple things, but nothing is solid, So if you got an iOS user, build equipment, building materials, storage, like this is just a perfect lay down yard site for it.
Yeah.
So,
and then we have some stuff in San Antonio at Czar. I'm not sure what's available there, but it's not a lot left.
Not a lot. We have 11,000 square foot space, but we're negotiating a proposal on it right now.
Are we getting anything back from the big guy who just kind of reshuffled?
The 11,000.
Oh, that's
but
it.
We're already in proposals
And
on
then
it.
we have no other spaces left.
We have like a 2,000. So
If you need 2,000 feet in San Antonio and it's cheap, we got you.
Yeah. You need a cheap deal? We're the cheap alternative.
I honestly think we're like the cheapest option down there for it.
We're probably
semi-institutionally owned.
Yeah. So
and then do we have anything in Buda?
Not really.
I think
we're fixing to go to leases on what we're going to have vacant there. Okay. So but yeah. So yeah, a couple vacancies out there. Love to pay somebody a commission to fill them up.
Yep.
That's all we got for now. You got anything else?
No. Just come fill up our buildings.
Yeah.
We'll fill up your wallet.
That's right.
Remember, the next best deal is still out there.
It is.
I love that.
The next one is. So, all right. Good luck out there, guys. See ya.